Tika and myself, we're doing yet another wine and chit chat session. But today we're going to be eating as well. We got us some wings and fries. I got hot. She got extra hot. I don't know what happened to my lemon pepper sprinkles, but it's okay. And of course,
some wine.
I get old wine. So we just go jump right in.
Oh, let me see my grace.
Oh, yes, let's go ahead and do that first. God bless, we bless us for nurse. So our bodies remove everything that is wrong. Bless the hands to prepare it. Bless the fellowship of Jesus' name. Pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. We said we would not say who sent us anything. So I got an email, and this is what was said. I'll leave the top part out, you know, just the greetings and saying that they love Tika and myself. So here's the question. It said, here's my question for you guys. Let's say you're in a relationship for some time and you're in love. Everything is good. He spoils you, buys you all the finer things in life, takes you on these amazing vacations, moonlight dinners, everything. And he can afford to do so because he's a stay-at-home businessman. That's what she put in parentheses. So that was my parentheses. But he's always on the phone, has an office at home, seems very professional the whole 9 yards. But then you start to realize that there are certain things that never add up. So you decide to do your research to see what it is. And you come to find out that the business he is running is a major drug trafficking and prostitution ring. What would you do? P.S. Let's say you do decide to confront him about everything once it's all in black and white. And he right away says, well, you wasn't complaining when you were being treated like a queen. So, I'm gonna let... Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah,
okay.
You gotta start this one out.
All right, well... The beauty of it with me, I love nice things. I love all of that the question said that I would get. Mm-hmm. But I love my peace of mind and not having to look over my shoulders, not having to worry about the police. I like a calm life that don't have all those worries and stress factors. So as much as I love the gifts, and I know for a fact I would have loved the gifts, and I love, you know, everyone wants to be spoiled. But once I found that out, because my thing is, it takes a special type of person to be able to have a very successful drug trafficking and prostitution ring. Mm-hmm. You can put up whatever facade you want to, but you got to be you're a different breed. Everybody can't pull that off. Mm-hmm. So because I know that, the saying, if any of you have heard the saying that you have to ease your hand out of the lion's mouth, that would have to be my approach to this. Immediately things will change for me. That's just me. Mm-hmm. Because the truth of the matter is yes, you know, you're not afraid when you think everything on the up and up. Mm-hmm. But because now the dynamics of everything has changed, now I know what's really going on. To be honest with you, fear was set in like a mug. I'm just going to be honest with you. Fear was set. When I say it was set in, fear was set in, and I'm that person. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
So when I tell you in my head, I would think all the worst case scenarios will come to play in my head. I'm going to figure out how to get out of that one. And then on top of that, you're going to be as cocky as to say to me you wasn't complaining when you was getting, you wasn't complaining when you were being treated like a queen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, yeah. See, that exactly.
That
He
quick.
switched up that quick.
He switched up on you that quick.
That quick, he switched up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to figure out how to get out of that one. And I'm hoping, knowing me, if he was treating me like a queen and doing everything, if he was putting money in my hand, I was putting it up. So now I'm out to disappear. And that's horrible. Because usually if you meet, and I'm tell you why that's horrible and why that's a hard situation of how would you get out of it, to be honest. Because I'm a family-oriented person. So if I done met somebody and it's all about me, so I'm feeling and he's doing all this, I know if y'all done met him. I know he done met everybody just about. You see what I'm saying? So now, in order to keep my family safe, I'm gonna have to figure out something. I mean, but will I have to get? Yeah, that's a given. I gotta get out. I gotta go. Cause see, my thing is, first of all, I already have an issue with the fact that you doing all the illegal stuff. But then when you are you pimping women.
Yeah, I was wondering when you was gonna hit on that because that was my biggest thing.
See,
the drug thing, I'm like, yeah, that's wrong. But my issue came in with the whole.
It's the whole thing because it's like
I was wondering when you was gonna hit on that.
That's two big booms, and like, and you're pimping. No, no. I mean, I'm a woman, and thank God you ain't try to pimp me out. But who's not to say that we're gonna be down the road that you were gonna try it? I know. I'm done. I mean, I'm done with it. Ain't nothing. There's no. Well, maybe I can live it. No, because I have a conscience, and I can't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna throw deuces at you. I just can't throw them at you right away. I got to figure out a way to come out of this thing safely. So yeah, but I'm gonna be done. Now, if you're that cocky to say to me, you wasn't complaining when you were being treated by a queen. I'm sure if I say I don't want to live it, then not saying if you're that cocky to say that, then you're cocky enough to say, well, you know what, F you ain't got to do, you know what I'm saying, I find something, you know, where there's women that would kill to be in your position, well, they ain't got to kill me, they can have it. Immediate resignation, I'm done. So yeah, I would think if you're that cocky to say that to me, then you're cocky enough to just walk away like you ain't mean nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Good job. Glad I didn't. I don't love me to death. So yeah, that would be me. What about you?
Well, basically mine is basically what you said. Like I said, the whole drug thing, I ain't never been the type to like date drug dealers for the simple fact that I done heard too many stories. I done went to school with folks who was into that and was with somebody and got shot at in the car. I done heard and seen too much stuff. So I'm like, no, that's just nothing that I ever want to go through. But my biggest issue gonna come in with that whole prostitution thing.
Yeah. I mean,
that big prostitution thing, because my thing is, okay, it's nice drug dealers. I'm saying,
no, it is.
but it's nice drug dealers.
But
you're not gonna find, because you can't find some. They might be about their money, but they still like nice. Even though I just can't deal with it, like you said, because I mean, people going out your house, people want you gotta hit on you because people know you got money. Like, that's just too much of a life to live. So the drug dealing thing is not for me. But to be a pimp, I feel like you gotta be kind of like a little monster, because you woo them, but you are very
with the intentions of I'm gonna use you. But,
and then when they get out of line, you have to
beat them back on.
Beat them and do, like, so basically, to me, you got this split personality. So just like they said, when you wasn't acting like that when I was treating you like a queen, he snapped that quick and he can flip on you all the way. And I feel like for you to be a pimp, like, you run a prostitution ring, so you got a couple of prostitutes running around here. And I can do it. I cannot do it. Me being a woman, then me knowing that you have to get like very rude and disrespectful. And like, to me, you don't even have a respect for women, because how can you say you love or respect me and treat me like a queen, but then you treating another woman like dirt?
Yeah.
And making them use their bodies. So my thing is, to
make you money.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, people go do what they gotta do to protect their money.
So I'm like, no, I couldn't. It'll have to be a no for me. But like you said, I feel like he has a serious mean streak. For you to be a pimp, you have to have a mean streak. So I would definitely be kind of nervous.
Because the whole pimp thing is about,
you gotta woo them in the beginning, first, like Prince Charming.
But then you have to show, you have to be dominant over them. And you have to, how they say, put fear in them.
So,
So,
that can be me. Oh, it was this book that I read by Brenda Jackson. I want to say her name is, or Brenda.
Yeah, she's a
Brenda. That's okay. Yeah, she got some good books. I read this book and it was kind of similar to this, but the girl, she was like saying she met this dude, she really fell in love with him. He was so sweet to her, but then he started pimping her out. I'm talking about like beating her and making her prostitute her body and stuff, and take all her money, and he'll say he gonna use it to put that, but he blew up. He bought stocks and all this stuff with her money, and then just threw her away in the end.
Yeah, because she never meant anything. She was a means to making money. I'm
like, no, pimps are something else. No, I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah.
And she was in that position where she was kind of like I want to say it was by Brenda. It probably wasn't by Brenda Jackson, but I want to say that book was by her. But
just say you read the book.
Yeah, okay, I read the book. I want to say it was by her though, but I read this book. But he was a pimp. But when she met him, he treated her like a queen, and then he flipped on her and started pimping her out.
Yeah.
And did all this stuff to her. So I'm like, I don't think that was Brenda Jackson, because she mostly write love stories. So I don't think that was Brenda, because her books are normally like love related. So it was somebody else. It's upstairs somewhere. I gotta find it. But I'm like, oh, was it Maya's? Nothing. I don't know who the book was. Anyway, point is, but that's how it was a story like that in the book. And I'm talking about, he treated that lady like a queen when they was first together, but then she wanted to be a singer, honey, and then he wooed her into feeling like, okay, well, if you go out here and do this a couple of times, make this money, we can save this up and we can go into the studio and do all this stuff. Honey, please. He started pimping her out, taking all her money, and this ain't no, he blew up big, and he was beating her and everything.
I'm gonna have to say something about that. This is the thing that I know to be an absolute fact. The fact that, me too, that I'm like, and I always eat my fries and stuff before I go to my wings. But the fact that he wooed her first and then said, if you go out and do this, this, and this to make us the money. Let me tell you something. One thing I know for an absolute fact. And not a absolute, but an absolute fact. A man that truly loves a woman
ain't gonna see her with nobody else.
He don't even want her sitting beside another man, let alone sleeping with one. That is not finna happen. So anytime a man, you supposed to be, this man telling me he love you and you the one for him, yada, 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 yada. And then he can fix his mouth to say he need you to, do this to a friend or do this, or to somebody else, and it's only gonna be a couple of times.
But they use that if you love me.
But because it ain't I love you, it's about now. Because for him to be able to get to that point to say that, he already know how she feel about him. And everything about her personality and what she's been doing thus far has led him to believe and to know that she will do whatever it takes. That kind of piggybacks off of what we talked about the other day. She will do whatever it takes to keep him. But one thing about it, a man that really loves a woman, let me tell you something. That is, he can say all he want, I love you, but the key is if you love me. That's how that has nothing to do with his feelings towards you.
That's how pimps work.
That's all about exactly. It's all a play on words. And that's what most people in those type of positions that can pull off that type of stuff, that's what they're excellent at, playing on words. Mm-hmm. It ain't got nothing to do with how I feel about you. I say if you love me, you would do it.
Mm-hmm. So what would y'all do?
Yeah. Like I said,
I'm giving you all, because my thing is, I think it's only a matter of time before
he flip on me.
Yeah, and then I'm one of them girls, because I'm just head over heels in love, and then he find the next victim.
Charles, go a step further. I'm sure if you did talk to the women that he pimping out,
he probably would.
Somebody was in the same position on men.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what would you do? Would you just try to ride it out and look past it so you can live with all the perks and all the luxuries, or would you be like, and try to get out of it?
Okay.
Now, if he was like one of them little killer people, I'd be real smart about it. I'd be like,
that's my point.
You know I love you. Now I have to just try to run away in the middle of the night or something.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant by ease your hand out the lion's mouth.
You gotta play it smart, though.
Cause I'm about to figure out a way out of that thing. I promise you, my wheels in my head are gonna start turning immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So now I need to understand. I need to figure out how I can come out of this thing without getting myself hurt. Or yeah.
Exactly. I'm just gonna move out the state to a state that nobody go to, like Idaho.
When I tell you,
so
all my social
popular
medias will be shut down immediately. Cause when I tell you, I'm everything finna change about me.
Yeah.
And that's the same. Cause like I said, depends on what took place prior to. I'm sure he knows the family.
Oh.
So now everybody got to uproot. And yeah. That's what I guess it goes back to. You got to be really careful.
That would be a nice story. You gotta talk about books, like something nice to like write. Or what if we yeah, that's nice. So what would y'all do?
Yeah, I definitely want to hear the feedback. I think that was a good question. You know who you are that sent it in. Thank you so much. Because that one can go, we can actually talk about that, keep talking about that one. Because there's so many aspects to it that would affect, and the domino effect of that is something else. So, yeah. Okay, here's the next question that was sent to me. It says, your husband introduces you to one of his cousins, and it's a female cousin, and later she brings her significant other over to your house to visit because you had a baby.
Sounds good so far.
Yeah. You find out that the cousin's significant other was married with children. Oh, and then she says, and hold up, that's not it. Another family member calls and said, you know, the significant other is on the local pedophiles listing. You checked the listing and he was on it. You called to see if she would tell you, but she lied and said he was out of town for business. Meanwhile, he was incarcerated. I guess because of that. What would you do? Well, it took care of itself. Because if he is incarcerated, then he's no threat to nobody. So actually, that question took care, that scenario took care of itself. He's incarcerated, and my thing is, if she's gonna lie and cover for him,
she embarrassed.
Exactly. But my thing is, I guess we'll have to actually speak on that family-wise. We'll have to wait to see when and if he does get out, does she go back to him? Now, she go back to him, she cut off and all of that, you know, that's a given.
Yeah, so like, y'all can't come over to my house.
You cannot. It's simple as that. You can't come over. You ain't got to call me.
Yeah, you can't come over.
You can't do nothing. Cause my thing is, if you knew and then he got locked up, that gave you more than enough time to start over. But if y'all are back together, that meant you kept the communication lines open. You're probably visiting, putting money on his books. You was probably doing all that good stuff. No.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I don't have to be a part of it. I don't have to submit myself to it, nor my family. And I'm not going to submit my family and my children to that. So, no. So,
yeah, so that's exactly, I couldn't necessarily be mad at the cousin. Only if she didn't tell me. Only because she probably was like, if she didn't know, and once she found out he got locked up, but she kind of kept it a secret. She was embarrassed. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, you was embarrassed. But okay,
I guess, you know what, now she said, I guess that's the scenario. You had a baby, she brought him over because it was a newborn.
Yeah, but then afterwards.
But if it was found out that you knew that he was a pedophile, and you brought him around me and my child,
yeah,
we might have to fight.
It's a problem.
We might have to fight.
But if she didn't know, and you know it happened later on, then I can't really be mad at her.
You called her to see if she was gonna tell you the truth, and she lied.
Oh, I thought she said see if she was gonna tell you.
See if she was gonna tell you the truth. Wait a minute, let me go back.
I'm just taking it she's embarrassed.
You called her to see if she would tell you, but she lied and said he was out of town. But you found out he was really locked up.
Well,
but because 9 times out of 10, he probably had did something to somebody else.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like, you ain't got to lie to kick it.
Well, don't bring somebody around me that you know.
That you know, yeah.
Can do potential harm.
Such somebody, and I got a newborn baby.
Yeah.
And you be hearing the cases where people be doing stuff to little babies.
Yeah, I remember that, and I remember a case, and I ain't finna get off into it.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah, I would be mad at her, especially if she knew.
And I tell you, I would did some hard time behind that one. Oh, okay, I got upset.
Yeah.
So, I know y'all ain't seen me pick up a wing yet. Because I'm the type.
These fries are really good.
Yeah, I always eat, when I have like a potato or whatever, I always eat my potato, whether it's a baked potato or french fries. I always eat it before I go to my other food. I don't know why.
I don't really care for my fries if you watch my other videos. But these fries today.
Yeah, they were good today.
They good.
So, anyway.
What would you do?
Well, yeah. Well,
leave your comment down below. And y'all, we had to eat on this one today because we didn't eat all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just gonna be on here drinking with nothing on our stomach. So, y'all know how that go. So we had to eat. So sorry, it's not all about the food today.
It wasn't about the food at all.
Yeah, it wasn't about the food. It was really the wine time, chit chat. But we had to eat while we drank. So we was like, let's just put it together. So that's what this was about.
Exactly. So, as the preliminaries go, please like this video, thumbs it up, leave your comments down below, give us some more scenarios. We still got more to go, so we might start doing a few more. But we're trying to keep it to 2 per session. Yeah, but I had those 2 and they actually started really come in. And I'm like, let me go on and get, because you know me, if I don't go ahead and do something just right there in my face, sometimes I forget. I wish they would have made my wings wet. They are too dry for me.
You look like you don't like them.
I don't even know what they taste like. I ain't them.
Her wings is dry though, y'all.
They're really dry.
You ain't got a sauce on your paper.
Man, I'm like, I should have said wet because, I mean.
Man, good.
They look like it. But if they taste anything like they did the other day.
They do.
Them things was ridiculously hot.
It's okay. They delicious though.
But anyway. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. You know, because we'll get talking, we get so sidetracked.
Yeah, my fries.
Thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. Please keep the scenarios coming because I'm really enjoying this.
And I love the fact that y'all take the time out to really send stuff and interact. This is the point we want to interact. Even if we don't get to the comments, we like to hear y'all, to read y'all feedback. I love that.
Thank you so much for the ones that are sending in stuff and commenting. We really appreciate you. We appreciate everything y'all doing. We love you guys. And until her channel, because we go back and forth.
We will see y'all.
We will see you guys.